Why is it? Is the heat on?
No, it'll get cold.
The same way you just came?
Behind the scenes.
Left and left. What's up?
The doctor is in.
Welcome to the Losers Club, asshole!
What is up, movie fanatics? We are here at Scarefest. Look what I got with me.
What it do?
Are you filming?
Yeah, I'm filming.
What's up, guys?
We're excited.
It's early.
It's early. We got, what, 4 hours of sleep?
If that.
Yeah. We're headed in now. We got our tickets this year early, huh? Did we do them early last year?
No, we actually waited.
Waited?
I said voted. We voted in line last year.
So what are we looking for? Dead Alive?
Halloween stuff. Dead Alive. We watched that last night.
We did.
We were gonna do a.
Which I think it hit Tess and Jess's top 10s of all time.
It definitely did not. It did not hit my top anything.
Halloween stuff, Funko Pops, bootlegs.
Bootlegs.
Paul's gonna get some stuff signed. It's gonna be good. So we'll see you guys, I guess, when we get inside, and we'll cut to all the good stuff.
Peace.
Yes. And it was like really close to my face.
That is.
That's my beard.
Can you see my nose?
Yes, I can. We're out of Scarefest. We have to start with Evan. What did you think?
Evan back there.
Yeah, this is right.
It was interesting. My neck's a little sore. Came Hunter got me. He got me good.
He got you good?
Yeah.
Paul?
It was great. It was fun. Spent way too much money, but hey, you know, you only live once. YOLO.
Yo, how old are you?
I had it. We'll talk about it later. We're gonna talk about the new layout they had, which we'll talk about. I had a really good time, aside from a few things which we'll touch on. I got a lot of cool. I went all custom this year. Everything I bought was custom made. No artwork, which is fine because I got a bunch of posters coming, and there really wasn't much, artwork. The artwork was a lot more toned down this year than last year.
Compared to last year.
It was very interesting. We'll talk more about it later, but yeah, overall good time.
Definitely a great time. We're headed over to FYE. This is what we do every year. I have some stuff to trade in. You have some stuff to trade in. Outlaw has some stuff to trade in.
Left.
So we're gonna head over to FYE. I'll get some in-store footage, and then wherever we end up, where are we ending up after this?
We're dead. We're dead.
Behind the scenes, we'll see you at FYE. So we just got out of FYE. Why don't you explain what happened?
Well, our FYE no longer it takes trade-ins, so which you don't really get a lot anyways, but it's just the principle.
Right.
Price Books was only going to give you $3 and a spider ring.
Yeah, I took in like 15 movies. I mean, nothing really huge, but I had Christine with the Slip, which I know that doesn't matter to them, but I had the Twilight Times of Night of the Living Dead 1990, and I know that Half Price looks it up, so I thought maybe they'd give me a few extra bucks for it. Which I ended up keeping it, so don't worry. But they offered me, for 15 movies, Half Price offered me $13. And so we decided to wait. We took it to FYE. I just kept Night of the Living Dead because I'll keep it before I get rid of it for that, ever. And but FYE no longer accepts trades, so that was a big letdown.
Yeah.
That there's just something about when you go to FYE, if you can just get enough store credit to buy like one Arrow, then you can out of pocket pay for one, so you get like 2 movies. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my thinking.
That was my goal.
That's my thought thinking, or that's my thought process when it comes to like those big expensive titles. But it is what it is. I got one thing because Paul got me. I picked it up for me, and then
I got one thing,
and then Paul got like 5 or 6 things.
27 things.
I have no idea.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're going to Hall's, which we do every year.
Yeah,
It's our favorite restaurant. Well, my favorite restaurant down here.
it's mine too.
Yeah.
I only go, even though I live, 25, 30 minutes away from it. It's the only place I only go when you guys come too. So.
Oh, well, cool. And it'll be Paul's first time, and we're gonna go drink some Bloody Marys and cry that they don't take trade-ins anymore. So I don't know if we're gonna film. I guess the next thing you see us, it'll probably be our updates that we got everything from Scarefest and FYE. So
If we don't die first.
If we don't die first,
Yeah.
because
Jess is
driving. Anything
It's also rush hour right now.
Yeah.
And
You could let Mike drive.
on the busy,
Good.
which we would be dead, on
Yeah.
the busiest road in Lexington. So,
Yeah.
but overall, we had a good time. I
We
didn't want
did.
to do like a Debbie Downer, like
No, it was a blast.
this part of the trip, all of us hanging out was awesome.
That was the best part, yeah.
Yeah, that was good. We had fun. Scarefest sucked, like the actual like new setup of it. Like they changed everything. I don't mean like the event was cool and it was still, but they just. This is our 3rd year. We were used to going in like one way, and it like they completely just like flip flopped it. So all of their stuff was in like these zigzaggy corridors that you couldn't get to one without getting to the other.
Yeah.
And so it always like, even though we walked around that whole thing like 3 times, I still feel like we missed stuff.
We didn't.
Corn maze.
It was a corn. We didn't get to see a lot of the artists that were there last year either that we were hoping for.
They weren't there.
And the bootlegger wasn't
bootleg
there.
guy, but it's just so strange because it said he was there yesterday.
So next time you see us, it'll be at your house. We'll show it in our update, I guess.
Day 2.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So last time we left off, we said we were going to do our update, and this is what we got. You get 3.
Yeah, it's the next. It's the next day.
Just 3 days later.
And watched The Nun, and then we went to Myers.
Went to Myers, and then
Jess wanted to do she said it was a Southern tradition where you get a Coke and you pour the peanuts in there, which I've been doing that since I was little.
4 years old.
But yeah, we did that, so that was fun. That's going to be our new Scarefest tradition. If there is another Scarefest.
if there is, yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to kind of give your Scarefest thoughts, like what you thought of the event overall?
We could do Scarefest and then real quick.
Yeah.
And we'll tell everybody what we plan on doing about the update. Scarefest overall was still amazing. It's still my favorite horror convention, hands down. It was set up a little bit wonky, and I did miss some of my regular vendors, but overall it's still a ton of fun, and it's so laid back. That's the best part. It's so laid back and so much fun. As for the Nun, it was poop. I don't want to say poop, but I didn't really like it that much. I thought the plot was all over the place. The acting was okay. It was just full of jump scares and relied on modern horror techniques, which really isn't my bag. So I think the demographic's going to be for younger kids. They're going to love this kind of stuff.
I've had some time to let the convention, what's the word?
Settle.
And when I got in the car yesterday, I was afraid that when I said like I came off as like I was being super negative of the convention, and if I did, I apologize, because to me Scarefest feels like a family reunion almost, so to speak. As you go there, and I see people from school I went to school with, like all my friends. The setup is very wonky this year. They had everything. Scarefest, if you've never been there before, is like a medium to high range convention, but more on the medium level, than like your huge conventions. So it's not that level. So you can get in and out of Scarefest, meet everybody you want to meet, and out of Scarefest in 35 to 45 minutes. Get all the stuff you want. We've always kind of stretched it out and walked around several times. I would say this year you can get in and out of Scarefest in less time than that because of the way they had it set up. They had you walk to the very back instead of in the front, and then all of the stuff was like right there together, and then that was it. And then they had all of the people in the front this year. So I just wasn't a huge fan of the setup. Scarefest overall though was great. The convention was great. We got some really cool stuff. We got a lot of cool custom pieces. So yeah, I really hope this is not it for Scarefest. So yeah, as far as The Nun goes, I liked it. I enjoyed The Nun. It had parts. I definitely don't think it's as bad as the original Annabelle, as everybody keeps saying that. And I don't think it's as bad as everybody's saying. My whole thing with the Nun is it doesn't feel like it belongs in the Conjuring universe. To me, it just feels more like it just doesn't. It doesn't fit in that universe very well. It doesn't have that same feel and the same power. Very cool atmosphere in that movie, though. The castle or the abbey, I thought was really cool. Yeah. They kind of explain too much with certain things. They kind of go into too much detail on some shit, and they show too much, if that makes sense. Like, they leave nothing to the imagination as far as the nun goes, and they explain where she comes from, and they show it, which is fucking stupid. It looks like something off The Dark Crystal, not a Conjuring movie. Like, oh, it came from this circle in the ground. That part was stupid, I thought. But overall, I mean, I gave it like a 3 out of 5, I think. I didn't think it was that bad.
All right, my first Scarefest trip. I've been to a couple bigger conventions. This one, like you said, it's a good medium convention. Layout was a little wonky, but as far as what was there, I think was good. As far as the people they brought in, the stuff that was on sale there, definitely spent way too much money, but that's for any convention or anything else. Had a blast though. As far as The Nun, yeah, I wasn't a huge fan. Not as bad as the original Annabelle, but at the beginning it started off great. Like you said, the atmosphere was great, but it was just they tried to throw some comedy in there that was bad. One character was really off for me. I do like the tie-in kind of at the end, but yeah. I'm with Chris. It just doesn't have that Conjuring or Conjuring 2 feel to me. Those are definitely the best of the franchise. But it's more of its own kind of little standalone. But I wasn't a huge fan of it. I'd give like a 5 out of 10. I'd probably give it a rewatch at some time. But yeah, wasn't a huge fan.
It'd be like a Black Friday pickup for me.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. I did love the beginning and the end. I will say that the beginning and the end was great.
Definitely had a blast though. It's been a great weekend.
Yeah, it's been this part of it has been awesome.
Oh my God.
We stayed up till 3 in the morning after being up all day yesterday and the day before playing Cards Against Humanity. That's what we did the other day.
Just having a great time.
Yeah, just goofing around.
Halls was great.
Halls is always amazing.
We ate way too much.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Halls was amazing. It's always.
But, I mean, I don't know why you would think that wouldn't happen with us three, but
yeah. So what we're gonna do? We promised an update. We're gonna do an update, but we're gonna do it in a Losers Club stream. We're gonna do it live. And
do it live.
We're gonna do it live.
We're doing it live.
So we'll do it that way. It'll be more fun. You guys can ask us questions about Scarefest. We're gonna go into more depth and detail about Scarefest and talk about, I guess,
and the Nun.
The Nun. We'll talk about the Nun and horror conventions and this time of year and what it means to us. I guess.
The good thing is though is now we all can go to like other conventions.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to like Scarefest will always be like our home or my home convention for me. But we can go. We talked about going to Texas Frightmare next year. So we're gonna be doing more of these.
We'll definitely do more of these. Guys, thank you so much for joining us on another Losers Club video. This is an official Losers Club video.
Official. This is the 3 of us.
And I hope you all enjoyed this. And let us know what your favorite convention is in the comments below. If you guys like this video and you want to see us together more, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to these two guys, even though we're pushing him to come back. He's going to come back. We'll see. Someday. But go check out his old content. It's great stuff. So thank you guys, and as always, take care and happy watching.
Peace.